My name is Beatrice and I am Susanna's green sheep.
Susanna is a very lively and extrovert girl.
Hi Susanna. Hey Susanna. Hi Susanna. Hi Susanna. I'm Susanna's ice cream eating partner.
I'm Walter.
Hi, I'm Roseanne and I'm Susanna's sheep. We first met in CF. You are young but and capable.
She's not camera shy. At the time I took picture and she will just do this. You can act very well. You're very confident in leading.
She was so young but already leader very early. Yeah.
She was really approachable because she was like laughing the whole time. Everything everyone say. She laughed like she have asthma. Like.
I think she can really laugh.
She can never win in the game of do you love your neighbor? Because every time I ask her, she'll be the first person to laugh no matter what.
I remember once having lunch with Charlotte, and suddenly we heard a laughter. I told her, hey, is that Susanna's laughter? She said, hey, yeah, definitely. I remember I messaged you, hey Susanna, please don't laugh so loud, we can hear it. Your laughter is very loud,
She like to laugh until like very high pitch. Laughing like then another level is
Actually, you are the first person I met in home church. And actually, we met outside home because you're my uni mate, yeah. So that's how I got to know about this church and you're the person that brought me in this church. My first impression of Susanna was when she was in Utah. She was always that girl carrying around the big laptop bag with purple color and she was just like she everywhere she goes she carry her bag, so it's really big. Yeah, and that's why I was like thinking like this girl must be really prepared for a camp because like, she's like everything in her bag. And it's so heavy.
I think the first time I saw you was in McDonald's and I had to guess everyone's age and I actually guessed yours correctly.
I think the first time I met you, you were on stage singing, and then after the service, my sister asked like, do you know who Apao's girlfriend is? And then I said I don't know, and then she pointed to me to tell me that that one is Susanna. And I said, oh, so that is Susanna.
I think the one fact that I know is that he married a very good husband.
When you worship to God, so semangat like that. Very semangat lah.
The fun fact about Susanna is
She can really eat.
actually Susanna is she likes to try new food. She's very adventurous with food. So always when we go to a restaurant, right, she'll like try all the weird stuff that I never even hear before. Just know that Susanna don't like to eat carrots, but she's okay to drink carrot juice. It's really funny. Or is it opposite? I know that she really likes wonton soup a lot. The fun fact about Susanna is she will do visitation, but she won't tell anyone about it. I think that's really amazing because she really does the work of God and then she doesn't seek recognition for it. Like she doesn't tell anyone, but she will always like buy things. Visit the person like in Masa and stuff like that. So I think that's really amazing and how do you call that word? And amazing. Yeah.
The very first time that she came to church, I think if I remember correctly, during my previous leader's proposal. So then very funny also, then her next sister came to church also about my proposal also, so it's quite interesting.
Hi, I'm Lydia. My first impression about Susanna is she's very caring and loving person because I still remember there was a time I was very down, I was stressed out and she really approached me through WhatsApp and then she really asked about me and then asked about all the things that I want to tell to, and she's a very great sister and I really feel touched by that.
The first impression I had of her is she's the most annoying sister ever. Okay, she fights with me for food, for my toys and everything. But no lah, she's a very nice sister. Okay, she usually buys me stuff and then we do silly things together. So you are my first friend in Hong Kong. We were in our class that time. I mean in the English class, and then all our friends were like talking nonsense, and then we were laughing, and then suddenly ran across the room, we locked eyes. Because I asked you about church and stuff like that, and then you told me, and then yeah, that's my first impression lah. Like you're a very churchy girl. Oh,
We have been in church for a very long time. It has been like 4 years, so we are already very ancient. But I always remember Susanna always wear football jerseys. For the sake of a dessert, Susanna will actually call you out and bring you out just so that she can have her snowflake.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He will direct your path. So although there's a lot of big changes lah, but just trust God and He will make your path straight.
Psalms 121. I lift my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Even though when you're in your troubled times, you know that God is always with you.
the Lord has plans for you, plans to prosper you, and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Yeah. So because you're moving to the next phase in your life, so I think this Bible verse is very good to remind you.
It doesn't matter how long you've walked with God, it is how you finish the race that counts. So, amen. Continue to shine your light.
Isaiah chapter 40 verse 13 to 31. This is for you, Susanna. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Amen.
No temptation has seized you except what is common to man, but when you are tempted, God is also faithful. He will provide a way for you so you can stand up under it.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I hope that you continue to do the work of the Lord. Yay!
Romans chapter 8 verse 38. And we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called accordingly to His purpose for them.
One Bible verse that I would like to share with her, this Bible verse that talks about Jesus being your lamp, and so whenever you're in darkness, you will always be your little lamp, so do not be afraid. Still have that childish kind of spirit in you. You rock, Susanna.
Chapter 4, verse 2 to 3. Be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love, making everyone effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. In this one is for you and about Mark chapter 10, verse 9. For what God has joined together, let no one separate.
Be a wise woman, take a guide a husband.
This Bible is for you, taken from book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 12. Therefore, all things, whatever ye could that men should do to you, do it even so to them. Yeah, whatever you like our power to do to you, and do it for Him.
It's a complex puzzle. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.
The final thing I want to share to Susanna is about the Bible verse. This is actually the final verse in the Bible, and that word is the word Amen. The reason I want to use this word Amen is because I hope that when you move on in life, whatever God calls you to do, you'll say Amen.